Kim K has found a new way to parent.
My household and even in our family, it's like very female dominated. And I recently hired a Manny. I really wanted a male around that was going to be picking them up and taking them to sports. And I was scared out of my mind to tell their dad that.
What's up, guys? It's Bad Decisions, where we watch people make
bad decisions.
It's your boy, Sher.
It's your man, Jay.
I'm just going to be completely honest here, guys. I think that this is a terrible idea. The reason why I think it's dumb is when you have a father like Kanye West who actually wants to be involved in his children's life, where there are some dads who don't want to be involved, you can increase the amount of quality time that they spend with their father. I mean, you guys are both celebrities, so it's not like he's any more busier than you are, because you guys are both celebrities and you guys both have a packed schedule. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, Kanye West is crazy. I'm like, Kim Kardashian isn't completely sane either. Kanye West does he go crazy and make these crazy rants?
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Sure, but Kim Kardashian also has a tape and walks around half naked most of the time. I don't think either one of these people are saints. So I don't think that disqualifies him from being a decent parent.
Yeah, I don't like when people try to conflate things and say that because a person has one or two vices that they're not good parents.
Yeah.
Unless the person demonstrates that they're not fit to be parents, then we shouldn't combine those. You know, we shouldn't mix those things. Kanye West, by all accounts, seems like he's a decent father. Maybe a good father. And Kim seems like she's a good mother too. But I bought the house next door. What you think the point of really being rich for?
I bought the house next door. What you think the point of really being rich for?
He bought a house. I think Kanye West's primary residence is right across the street from Kim K.
That makes it even more ridiculous.
It's super ridiculous. If she wants male energy around her kids, send them next door. What are you doing by getting a Manny?
Just the name, the Manny.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. I think that if he lives next door, and like you mentioned before, they're both celebrities. They both have packed schedules. I think Kim's reasoning is good. I think her solution is wrong. If you want the kids to have more of a male energy, send them to their dad's house. Like you said, they're both celebrities. They both have packed schedules.
You send them across the street.
Send them across the street.
Send them across the street, literally.
Unless Kanye West is on tour, like a heavy schedule, the kids, especially the sons, should probably be over with Kanye West. They're like, what? I don't know how old they are now.
I don't know. They're maybe like 6, 7. I don't know.
They're no longer on the teat.
Yeah.
So send them over to the father.
On the teat.
Just saying.
That's rich. If your whole point is to get a strong, masculine man around your children, do you really think a Manny is the best example? What she basically says is that there's a lot of women around the children, right? And what you could assume is that she means, there's probably a lot of like strong women, right? A lot of business dominated women. Wouldn't you want your sons to see the contrast of that? Like the male version of that, if that is what you want to show your sons, because you know that your daughter's already getting it. Don't you want to show your sons the equal? But instead you're getting them a male nanny. I don't see how that correlates. I mean, it just doesn't make much sense to me. I'm not saying men who do those kind of things are less than men or anything like that. All I'm saying that is that what it seems from her is that she wants a strong masculine figure around her kids to lead them in the right direction. I don't think you're gonna get that from Manny. Yeah, that just seems off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would tend to assume what you're assuming, but she said she wants them around male energy. She didn't say strong, masculine. She just said male. She said male energy.
Yeah, but what would
we think about that? What you just said?
Yeah.
What does she think that means? Maybe just a man. I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't want a man watching my daughters.
Neither would I.
I know I'll probably get kickback for this.
It's okay.
From y'all in the comments.
All right, whatever.
But
you do it with your kids.
Oh goodness, you do what you want to do. Yeah, I just wouldn't want a man watching my daughters or my sons for that matter. What I will say though is I do like how Kim mentioned how Kanye interacted and told the Manny how to interact with his son.
Yeah, I like that part too.
When he was dropping off the kids, Kanye introduced himself, played 2-on-2 with Saint and him, has been so nice to him, saying, hey, if you're going to help raise my son, because he handed him the ball like really easily or something, and he's like, don't do that, make him go get it himself. These are like some of the rules that I would want. And I was like, oh my God, okay. That's great.
That to me shows, it gives me a glimpse into how Kanye's parenting style is, and I put it together with some of his music, some of the lyrics he says.
Yeah.
He's not a soft father
At all.
Like he wants to raise his sons to be men, and I respect that.
I respect that a lot too. I think that in society, too much we'll look at young boys and then we'll look at young girls and then they'll be like, oh, well, it's just flip flop. We can raise that. And then you wonder why you get some kids and how they act now. I'm like, well, you kind of set them up for it.
Right.
There's more than one way to have a positive male figure in your son's life. So there's coaches, there's hobbies that you could meet. Let's say your son does karate. He has a sensei, they could do that. I think it's called a sensei. Even if they were to go to church, and I know that church gets a bad rap sometimes, like because of the whole weird stuff with the Pope, which we will not get into. But there are people in church who don't do that. So that's another way. I mean, a lot of times, if your son hangs around other young boys, a lot of times they have their fathers around them. They'll do stuff with their dads. I mean, there's a multitude of ways that she could have the same goal without hiring a Manny.
I agree with you. And again, our society kind of is weird right now.
It's odd.
Like, if you want him to have a strong, a male figure, like, I agree with you. Maybe that's what she wants. If you want him to have, either way, strong, whatever, a male figure, send him to his dad. I just really don't understand.
Walk across the street.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess because she wants them to have a male figure when they're not with him. Like I guess they split custody maybe, and she wants them to have a strong male figure when they're at her house. But again, that goes back
to with your husband.
I was gonna say, either
stay with your husband, or
that's gonna give you some flack too. You stay with your husband, or send the sons to live with Kanye West primarily.
But let's think about this. If Kanye West was like, oh well, we need a woman figure when my kids hang out with me, people would be chopping them up too. So it's not double standards. People would be chopping them up too. People would be like, you have a mom. They have a mom who's Kim, and then Kim has relatives. They have women that are good women that can be around their kids. You don't need to hire someone else to be around your kids when they have good women. So I mean, I don't understand why it. Yeah. I don't know. I agree with you. I think society's in a really odd place, and it's in the asteroid. So we're gonna say good decision, bad decision?
Just bad decision, Kim.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that bad decision, Kim. Weird decision. I think it's a very odd choice, to be honest with you. I'm glad that Kanye West was cool about it, but I mean, I just think at this point he's probably just tired of going back and forth. But it's just very odd, and yeah, I mean, I'm good with this. I mean, I wish you kind of didn't share it. All right, guys. So this has been Bad Decisions. So if you think Kim made a good decision, leave a like and leave a comment. If you think Kanye made a good decision, leave a like and leave a comment. All right, guys. This is Bad Decisions. Decision makers, we're out.